whole, living in, let's say, Pittsburgh, in the ghettos, right, in the slums of, what? Let's say it like this: what people live in on Walnut Creek? What ethnicity of people as a whole collectively live over there? White people, right? That's what I'm saying. So when we go to Pittsburgh and Antioch, what people over there collectively are over there? Our people, right? So that's the point that the Lord is making. These are curses, because remember, we're speaking curses, not good things. Let's read the next part.
And cursed shall thy be in the field.
In the field. Now, when you go into the field, the world, like historically speaking, what people was literally cursed in the field? Slavery, picking cotton, sugar cane, tobacco. What people was doing this collectively as a whole, not just one person here or indentured servitude. We talking about literally as a whole having the force to do this. What race of people? Gotta make it right play. We ain't trying to indoctrinate y'all, put nothing in y'all mind. We're just trying to, it's a conversation. Who did it happen to? Right? So hopefully it's making sense. Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse number 54.
Verse 54. Right. So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate,
right,
his eye shall be evil towards his brother.
So now another curse was, back then, I don't know if y'all know too much of the history of the Israelites, but we was a loving and caring people to each other. Invite people over. How you doing? How your family doing? But now the reverse of that, it said what?
His eye shall be evil towards his brother.
I said, hey, now you're gonna have an evil eye towards your brother. What that sound like, sis? Just be honest. What does having an evil eye sound like? Let's speak in our community. What is that evil eye going into? Damn drive-bys, just looking at each other and just hating them for no. You don't even know them. I don't know this brother or sister.
Without a community, taking our villages apart.
I mean, all of that, right?
So you could go down the list, even the times that we're living in, not like that we preach to brother and sister.
Right, exactly. That's the point you're making. But so that's why, like, these curses are literally identified markers on a select group of people. Everybody can't say they go through these. You may have some people who say, like, the next part. Let's read it.
And towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children. His eye shall be evil towards his brother, and towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
What that sound like? Like you just said, single family households, whether it's the mother there or only the father. Now, you can say a lot of races could identify with that, but as a whole, it's happening in our community a lot. You don't hear about the Chinese man leaving his family, right? The so-called white man. We just speaking facts. We don't got to make nothing up. This is fact, right? I know a lot of brothers right here, we didn't grow with our fathers, man. Right, so we can speak and say, like, that really hit me. Like, I feel like that really happened to us. Right, can we get one more for y'all? Y'all got time, right? Look like y'all, is this making sense to you though?
I live this way.
All praise to the Most High, right? Let's get Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68.
Verse 68. Right. And the Lord shall bring.
Was that right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So real quick, going into Egypt, he had brought it out earlier. Remember how was the Israelites living over there in Egypt? They were slaves, right? Let's get that. This the book. You said what's this? In chains. We don't read that.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 5 and verse 6.
Right.
I am the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt from the house of bondage.
From the house of what?
From the house of bondage.
So being brought, like you said, in chains, bound. So that's what Egypt means. It literally has a meaning here. So when we're going to read it again, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, let's read it again so we could kind of solidify it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Egypt or bondage or slavery or captivity with chains. But let's see the mode of transportation that he said was going to happen in.
With ships.
One more time.
With ships.
Yeah, he said that they were going to go into slavery and bondage again by the boatload. We know who that happened to. Let's be honest. Right? The so-called Mexicans. Right? The so-called, hey, we're going to be honest, man. They went into slavery before the so-called blacks, man.
That's right.
Like, we say so-called because we're not really black. If I look at my hoodie and my shirt, my skin, different colors. But that just was the stigma and the word that was placed upon us. Right? So keep going on this.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And we left from our homeland, which Egypt wasn't really our homeland, but nevertheless, we never seen it again. Now we say Africa, our part. Okay, which part? It's over 50 continents. Which part is it? Right? So like,
and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Now we're going to be sold unto our enemies. And when we got those slave ships, who was buying us? He said we was going to be sold unto our enemies. What race of people was buying us? That's right. That's right. The colonizers, So we just speaking facts here. Keep going.
For bondmen and bond women. and no man shall buy you.
Nobody had got us out of that situation, right? We had Martin Luther King, we had all these so-called prominent figures, but could they ever get us out of the situation? We still in that situation right now, right? We can't go. Hey, we go to Water Creek. They look at us funny, man. Hey, you don't belong over here, right? So, these are things that happen upon our people, and if these things resonate with our spirit, then we will be the Israelites. Why? Because of the fact we went through these things. Remember, the Lord said they was going to be placed upon the seed of the Israelites, and for a sign and wonder. Just like we had on Grand Street. That sign says it plain, Grand. Just like these curses. Hey, my people did go into slavery and slave ships. We are living cursed in the cities, right? Can't get no good jobs. There's so many other things, but we just only named a few for y'all just to help y'all resonate with y'all spirit. Like, it sounds like it happened to our people, man. So if that's the case, y'all would be Israelites. You gotta come up out of saying we black, Afro, damn, colored. All these bywords, that's a curse. Being called bywords and bywords. And these are things that was never our so-called race or ethnicity, but God placed upon them. Why is it that our race changed every 10 years, but nobody else does? Right. Colored, Afro, nigger. Right. Why is it changing so much? But that's because these are curses that was placed upon us for not keeping God's commandments. All these things happen to, like, if I was to ask you a question, do you know what today is? What is today? See that? Hey, see that right here. So, April 26th, but the day, what's the day? It's actually Saturday, right? Do you know that today is actually a day that we supposed to be keeping as a commandment? Did you know that? Did you know that?
Yeah.
What day would it be?
What day?
Yeah, I mean, what is the day that I'm referring to?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Can I show you real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Let's get this.
This is Deuteronomy 20 and 8.
All right, get out.
Remember the Sabbath day.
Remember what?
Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. 6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work. But the seventh day.
But the what day?
But the seventh day.
See that? It's the day of rest. That's right. So most of our people don't even know that on the seventh day, or the Sabbath day, which is the seventh day of the month. Because when you look at your calendar, it goes S to S. We was told Sunday was the so-called seventh day, but Sunday is the first day. That's right. Because say it again, sis. Exactly, right? But we kind of, I think a lot of times too, that's just all Emperor Constantine and all of that, the corruptness that they taught and put up place upon us to make us forget who we are. But now us being Israelites and returning to the Lord, we know like, dang, the Lord said keep the Sabbath day. We don't supposed to buy or sell on that day. We're supposed to keep it holy, right? And this is the thing that separated us from all the other people, right? We had strange and diverse laws because these are things that the Lord ordained for us as a heritage. Deuteronomy King chapter 33 and verse number 3, Bible Show. 34, it's like.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 34, and verse number 2.
Get out.
In all,
Oh, it's like it's 32. 32.
Deuteronomy 32 and verse 3.
Right.
Get out.
It's like
Heritage?
yeah, kind of.
33 and 4.
33 and 4, my
Yeah,
bad.
con.
I think I said that at first, my bad.
Yeah,
33 and
yeah.
4, my bad.
Yep.
Deuteronomy 33 and 4.
Right.
Moses commanded us a law.
Hold on, one more time, Keith.
Moses commanded us a law,
Right.
even the inheritance of the congregation of Jacob.
So these things that we just refer to, like the Sabbath, it's like the Sabbath and all these different things, these are laws and heritage that pertain only to us. Right? We don't put like one more pork. Y'all eat pork, bacon, sausage, well, according to the Bible and what the Lord ordained for us, we don't supposed to eat pork. But they force it upon us, and they got bacon wrapped everything, right? Bacon wrapped shrimp, bacon wrapped bacon. It's why? Because it keeps us in the lower state and to break God's commandments. Let's do that.
This is Leviticus 11 and 7. And the swine.
Swine. Oh, we don't wait. A lot of noise from the bites, right? But when you go into the ancient word of the swine, it's just a pig, right? You can look it up on your phone. When you go into the swine, it's just a pig. But we're gonna see what the Lord said about it.
Though he divide the hoof and be covered-footed.
Just the Lord said we got to give the sense on certain things, so that's why I'm kind of pausing and giving you the sense. But when you go into Leviticus chapter 11 and verse 1 on down, it gives us a clean animal has to have 3 attributes to be clean, but the pig only has 2 because it doesn't chew the cud, right?
Yet he cheweth not the cud.
What?
Yet he cheweth not the cud. He is unclean to you.
That's why the pig is unclean, because it doesn't properly digest its food, right?
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
That's how it's twice. The pig is an unclean beast. You can't touch it. Now, we had pigs in the ancient world, but they were like the waste management. the Republic Service, they was the garbage cans of the world. Because they eat anything. We know pigs, you put a dead body in there, you ain't gonna see nothing of it. No bone, no nothing of it. But let's keep going on that, King.
These shall ye eat of all that are in the waters, whatsoever have fins and scales.
Now, another commandment is whatever things that we can eat that comes out of the water, it has to have fins and scales. And what's that referring to, sis?
Well, like fish.
Fish, right? But what's something that our people love to eat that doesn't have fins and scales?
Yeah, y'all got the problem bad.
You say you got that problem, man?
No.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
even eat no meat.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, all praise. Okay.
Like I said, I'm new to this. I'm not new to this. Very true to this.
You shoot it? Okay. All praise to the Most High. That's mighty. That's mighty, sis.
Well, it
Okay.
was lovely fellowship with y'all.
All praise.
Thank you for the
All
reminder.
praise.
But my brother is getting cold and my nose is starting to run.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're
That's
gonna
all
have
good.
to, and we on the clock.
But
We're gonna have
okay,
to get
can I
it
ask you
done.
one question? But did that make sense to you?
I
What
mean,
we were
it's
saying?
always made sense.
Okay. All praises.
Can I read one scripture? Can you? Because you said you're a child of God.
Yeah.
So the children of God from the Old Testament are the same as in the New Testament.
Right.
It doesn't change.
Right.
Anyone can't just say they're a child of God.
Right.
This is 1 Peter chapter 2, verse 9 in the GMT. But you are a chosen race, the king's priests, the holy nation, God's own people, chosen to proclaim the wonderful acts of God who called you out of darkness into his marvelous light.
That's a good point. It's a good point. Yeah, kind of throw out for that. Yeah, that's a good point because like a lot of people say child of God just can refer to anybody, but that's very specific. It's talking about the Israelites. The Lord. That's why we said the Lord never changes. So He still chose the Israelites. So, whether, you know, obviously y'all would want to look more into it, but chose the Israelites. You know, right? Got to keep these laws and commandments because that's what got us in this state. By under everybody else being tasked. Hey, we really got to go to work for these people, man. All right.
God did good representation. God did good representation. Character has to be there.
That's right, sis. That's right. We agree. We agree.
Thank you so much.
Okay, all praises, family. All right, all praises. We get y'all a flyer. We got our YouTube, you know, any information that y'all need, questions, concerns, y'all can reach out on there. We also have a sisterhood too. It's not just all men. We have brothers as well.
I mean, I hope y'all got some women in here that ain't gonna work if you don't.
Right. All praises.
Thank
All
you
praises.
so
All right,
much.
brother. All right, brother.
Be great.
All
Thank
right,
you.
we get the book of Job, chapter 13. Job 13 from the top. Whoever got it.
The quickest. It's the book of Job, chapter 13, from the top. Lo, my eye have seen all
Talking.
Lo, my eye have seen all this.
Right.
My ear have heard and understood it.
Right?
What ye know, the same do I know also.
And that's what we try to tell our people, man. Hey, they say, hey, she said, and she understands. Yeah, her eyes have seen it and her ears have heard it, man. And she said she understands, man. So, Lord willing, hey, she can kind of, hey, hearken into it, hey, go a little far, dig more into it. It's only so much we can give them. You know, they be already itching to leave, man. So it's only so much we can give them, and they got to kind of eat of that, learn a little more on their own, man. If it be the will of the Lord, like we were saying earlier, man. Give a little water, you know. Hey, the Lord gonna give them the increase at the end of the day, man. Right. So all praise. You getting on that, but all praise to the Most High, man. Let me get the book of the mighty book of Revelation 1, right, verse 10. Let's get it. Come.
This is Revelations 1 and 10.
Right.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
More time, King.
I was in the spirit on the Lord's day.
Gotta be on the spirit on the Lord's day, man. Hey, we congregate before camp, go questions, concerns, hey, whatever. Hey, in the spirit on the Lord's day, man. And what?
And I heard behind me a great voice,
Right.
as of a trumpet, saying,
Right.
I am Alpha and Omega.
More time, King.
I am Alpha and Omega,
Right.
the first and the last.
First and the last, man. Right? Yahweh Shai, Lord of Lord, King of Kings. Right? I got a question for y'all. Excuse me, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all believe in God?
I bring glass.
No? Oh, we got. What you mean you don't believe in English? I mean, you don't speak English at all? But she understanding what I'm saying though. Perfect English, man. You know, Lord, if they two women, man, they gotta repent, man. Unless the Lord deal with them real abruptly, man. He had the damn. He had the circus spirit, man. That circus spirit, man. We was talking about that earlier, man. It's crazy. Keep on. Give me the book of Job, right? Give me Job chapter 12 and verse number 12, King. Right? Job chapter 12 and verse 12. And give me Psalm chapter 24 and verse number 10.
Job 12. This is Job 12 and 12.
Right.
With the ancient is
So I can start at 11.
verse 11. Do not the ear try words,
Right.
and the mouth taste his meat,
You know what?
and the mouth taste his meat.
Right.
With the ancient is wisdom.
Hold on, one more time.
With the ancient is wisdom.
Hey, everybody think they wise in their own eyes. They don't speak English. Hey, the Lord gonna try everything and bring it into work, man. Hey, I sent brothers a video in the chat the other day. Damn sodomite with damn little bitty shorts on, man. Hey, I ain't never seen that camp, but he can't say in that day that he didn't know what the hell was going on, man. Right? That's why that's a do the ear try. Wait, bring that again in verse 11.
God, do have not the ear try words?
The ear trieth the words. You gotta hear what it says, man. You cannot. Hey, even if you want to block it, hey, you still hear it, man. Keep going.
God. And the mouth tastes his meat.
Right?
With the ancient is wisdom.
With the ancient is wisdom, man. This knowledge, wisdom, understanding, man. Keep going.
And in the length of days understanding.
Keep going.
With him is wisdom.
Right?
And strength. He have counsel and understanding.
Keep going, God.
Behold, he breaketh down.
One more time.
Behold, he breaketh down.
That's the whole point of everything, man. You gonna hear these words that was spoken. It went through your ears, and you gonna have to understand it and eat of it. And if you don't, what's gonna happen?
And it cannot be built again. Behold, he breaketh down.
Right?
And it cannot be built again.
It may not be broken down, built back up, man. The Lord just may take you up into the third heaven, man. You never know. Keep going.
He shutted up a man.
He did what?
He shutted up a man.
No, he didn't know no better.
He shutted up a man.
But the Lord is not. The Lord is John 3:16, all love.
He shutted up a man. And there can be no opening.
Open it back up, man. And we mortal men, man, but the Lord control the show, man. I got to do today, family. I got a minute here, hear the words of God. Y'all believe in the Bible? You don't got to be on camera if you don't want to, sis. You say, what's your race, my brother, if you don't mind me asking? Ethnicity?
No.
What's yours, brother? Come talk to us real quick.
My father's a black man.
Right? So you're this color?
I'm a teacher. I teach history. They have the one drop rule.
History?
164.
We believe in history.
No, real.
Like what? Like what?
Yeah,
You step back a little bit, brother. Step back a little bit. It's cool. No, you said no. It's no, nothing like that. It's space, brother. But you said y'all teach the real truth. What is the
I
real
teach
truth?
facts based on evidence, not
Okay.
what they call official history.
Not like the Big Bang Theory.
That's a theory.
Yeah, exactly.
So we know
Because
everything
that's why I said not like the Big Bang Theory. Okay. So if I was to ask you a question, right? Only reason I know you walk out, you said race, we don't believe in that.
Okay, so let me give you that.
Let me sorry, right? Chapter
So,
17.
Racial construct. So dude woke up one morning and just created, right? And there's three races. Do you know what the three races they created are?
Inform me.
Negroid, Caucasoid, and Mongoloid. Who are the Negroids? Black
They was
people.
trying to say us.
Who are the Mongoloids? So-called Asians, right? That's another name made up by them. Right? Who are the Caucasoids? The Euros, right?
Okay.
Right. And
What's your
so-
point on that?
So it's based on this concept called eugenics, right? Prefix
Familiar with it?
"eu"
You familiar with it?
means good, and genics is
Genes.
gene,
Right.
good genes. So according to the racial construct, who has the good genes?
It would be us off gate.
No. But according to their racial construct,
Oh well, they race.
right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. According to their racial construct, the Euros had the good gene. They created that. It was a form of submission, categorization.
Right. Give me
oppression.
Genesis chapter 2. Right. Genesis chapter 2. Can I show you something real quick? We familiar
gotta
with?
go, but-
Oh, come you can't.
Come on.
You can't stab it. So I just want to make a point real
Right.
quick. And we understand that they say that they changed everything. They say white is pure, right? They say that they the pure ones and we the black is so-called evil, dirty. They kind of make that whole little social construct. But when you even get technical, the first man to come from the earth was made from the dirt, man.
The Romans created that.
You don't believe in the Bible?
Come on, man.
You don't believe in the
My father
Bible?
was
So
a
how do you
pastor.
say you believe in facts,
My
right?
father
How do you get that?
Was a pastor. I grew up in church. My father ran the
It's a
city.
difference in indoctrination.
MacArthur
It could be
and
indoctrination.
Broadway,
It could
right?
be
My father
We
was
understand,
Reverend J.
we understand.
President of Baptist Ministry Junior, president of Mount Zion Church, the whole thing.
right.
Moderator of the state convention, chairman of the board of the national convention.
Right,
When I was a kid, I'll show you the picture. Martin Luther King.
You don't have to, I believe.
At my house.
Right. So I'll let you finish your point. Now, can I get a point before you go? You're not gonna run on me, are you?
No.
Okay. No, I want you to finish though. Are you done? I don't want to interrupt you. So my point I was gonna say was when you first you said that you believe on things that you could literally pinpoint and prove, right?
Well, facts based on evidence.
Facts based on evidence. So I think what's the facts and the evidence that you can prove that this is wrong?
So there was a thing called
We understand.
the
We understand.
Council of Nicaea.
We understand.
Right?
We're familiar with it.
I'm giving you this game.
Right.
Council of Nicaea.
Well, we familiar with it though.
And their Gregorian calendar, 325 BC. I mean,
325 BCE. It's okay. It's okay.
See, right? And so this dude.
You familiar with it though?
The empire was failing, and so there was a dude named Serapis the Christ that the Hyksos and the Ptolemies created.
But real quick,
right? And so they, at the Council of Nicaea, they put together this book based on regurgitated epics.
but that's not true. Because if you want to go, even the book was here before that.
No.
So the Bible wasn't here before that.
No.
How you gonna, so you got many versions of
Torah.
even the Saint Jerome Bible was older
The
than that.
Torah
If you want to go
is-
technical,
A lot of
Well,
the Old Testament is based off the Torah and Judaism.
But even
right?
okay, I
That's
see what you're saying.
true.
But
Right.
even when you real quick, the Bible in this format was here way before they start to even touch and mingle with it. Because
What
when you
was
go,
the Torah, that Old
the first
Testament?
5 books.
Well, no.
That's
Genesis,
no.
Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges.
Well,
First thing you say, I mean,
No. You
First
said
thing
I'm speaking on your words, brother. You said Torah. Real quick. What's your
That
name?
was
What's your
all
name?
in
What's
the
your name?
Torah.
What's your
No.
James? You said the Torah. We're referring to the first 5 books. That's what the Torah is.
Well, no, it's more than the first 5.
No. We're speaking strictly on the Torah. The Torah is literally the first 5 books.
More than the first 5.
He's talking about, but his wordplay was the Torah. We understand.
Torah.
But the Tanakh is literally with the apostles, with the prophets as well.
More than the first 5 books.
It's not. When you go into the Tanakh, you can say that. But when you go into Torah, it's the first 5 books, my brother. That's why I'm trying to make the difference and trying to make you
What I'm
understand.
saying is
But I understand what you're saying. That's not the point I'm
I
making.
love what you guys are doing.
Real quick, James. Real quick, James. Can I finish it? Can I finish my point? James, can I finish my?
What are you? Go ahead.
You're Israelites. We're the Israelites according to the Bible. Hey, come on, James.
Come on, man.
Want to hear
We're
yourself?
Israelites.
You got the
Come
Black
on,
Panther
man.
spirit on you,
Come
man.
on,
But
man.
that far,
They got
hey,
you.
you far from
They
black,
got
my
you.
brother.
They got you.
James, it's okay, brother.
You know,
They call themselves
the
black.
only
They
name
know
that we
they
Right.
created.
Hold on.
They called us niggas, picking any spoon.
We understand that.
Jigaboos,
So what? But you still
Negroes,
saying you're black,
and
though. But you just said
the
black.
only one that
And
we
black.
created. No. The only
We didn't
one.
create that.
Yeah, we did.
Says who? Because the Black Panther said it? I already knew it because the Black Panthers, brother. No, brother.
That's the only one that we
And I knew
created.
that was a
Now,
spirit
there's
he
a
had.
color.
No, it's not,
So
brother.
when I write it, I capitalize it as a term.
No, brother, that's not, brother. It's been out way before that, brother. Black.
They was calling us
Let's bring
black.
that in
They called you
Acts 13:1.
Lords,
We can show you that real quick.
Lords.
No, it
And
wasn't.
this is translated, right? From the original Aramaic.
Wait,
then into-
no, it's not, brother. What do you mean the original Aramaic? Let's show you real quick. Bring this out in Acts 13:1.
Watch this, Jay. Watch this.
This is the book of Acts.
Talking about.
But James, you
That's
can't
right,
have
man,
history
I
major,
stand with
James.
you, but they got history. That's
This is the book of Acts, chapter 13, verse 1. Now there were in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called Nigger. Nigger.
Hey, James a Black Panther. I knew he had that Black Panther spirit, huh? He had the hat, hey, the white chocolate on this side. How you doing today, bro? You got a minute here? What's it got? What's up, brother? 1 second, brother. 1 minute. All right, buddy. All right,
You gotta repent.
that was a man, right? I knew I wasn't tweaking. Brother talking about that. I hate when brothers do that, man. Kind of try to stab and go, man. You know, so much he said. You know, but it's okay, though. You know, it is what it is. But let's go back to the words.
He called himself black. It's crazy.
They got us, but we black, though. They can make sense. This shit is stupid. Hey, Con, let's go back to Job chapter 12, King. I was holding Proverbs, I was holding Psalms 20. Yeah, Con, bring that out, God. It's okay, man. All right, Con.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 24, verse 10. Who is the King of glory?
Right?
The
It's like, start at number 8, I want to Psalm 25.
25. Psalm 25 and 8. Good and upright is the Lord.
One more time, King.
Good and upright is the Lord. Therefore will he teach sinners.
Hold on, he gonna do what?
Therefore will he teach sinners.
Hey, we were sinners at a point, man. Hey, we didn't know no better. Hey, we had to get taught, man. And now the Lord bestowed that upon us. Hey, we trying to teach our people. They want to be Black Panthers. Hey, the brother did this. No, he did it like this. That's the proudest of the proudest, man. With an Edomite, man. Right? He going up.
Therefore will he teach sinners in the way.
He gonna do what?
Therefore will he teach sinners in the way.
Trying to teach our sinners in the way, but they don't want to know. They don't want to know no better, man. That's what's wrong with our people, man. We so prideful, man. Hey, it's okay to say you was wrong, man. It's okay. You know what? Maybe I'm not black, man. Maybe I am an Israelite, right? No, but he gonna say, hey, they got you. No, brother, they got you, brother. Keep going.
The meek will he guide in judgment.
The
The meek will he guide in judgment.
Lord's gonna guide the meek, man. It's not all about the pride, man. Hey, be meek like Moses, man. Right? Keep going.
and the meek will he teach his way.
Right? Hold on, one more time.
And the meek will he teach his
Read
way.
me the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 5, I believe. Right? Bring that out. Matthew 10 and 5.
Con, this is Matthew 10 and 5.
out.
These 12, Jesus.
Start at 4.
Con. Verse 4. Simon, the Canaanite, and Judas, the Israelite, who also betrayed him.
That's not what I want. I can't remember a precept off the top of my head. But the meek shall encourage, I think it's 12 and 5. Slack it. Yeah, come on. Go back to that though, King.
That's
5 and 5. Yeah, 5 and 5. Slack it. I said 10 and 5.
Con, this is Matthew 5 and 5.
Go.
Blessed are the meek,
Hold on, one more time.
Blessed are the meek.
Right?
for they shall inherit the earth.
No, they're not gonna get nothing, and they're gonna be in slavery and captivity, and they're not gonna make it to the kingdom.
For they shall inherit the earth.
That's why the Lord is big on being meek, man. Go back to that, King.
God. Psalms 20, 25 and 9. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his way. All the paths of the Lord are mercy.
One more time.
All the paths of the Lord are mercy.
The Lord is unjust in all his doing.
All the paths of the Lord are mercy.
You want to get technical, man? Hey, we should be destroyed right now, man. Hey, we've been wicked as hell, man. Committing adultery, smoking crack, hey, doing all these different things, man. But that's the mercy that the Lord bestowed it to us. Hey, it's unmeasurable, man. Give me that in the book of Sirach 1 and verse 10.
And truth unto such as keep his covenant.
Hold on, one more time.
And truth unto such as keep his covenant.
All you gotta do is believe in John 3:16.
And truth unto such as keep his covenant.
And his testimony. So like it, God. He said truth that we keep his judgment and his covenants, man, and his testimonies, man. Right. Why? Because that's what it's about, man. That's how you show your fear and your love to the Lord, man. And give me the book of Hebrews 10 and 28. Bring this out. Okay, bring this out. Listen, finish that out, King, and then we're gonna.
God, continuing on. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon mine iniquity, for it is great.
Right.
Con, this is Sirach 2 and 10.
Right.
Look at the generations of old
Right.
and see, did ever trust in the Lord and was confounded?
Right.
Or did any abide in his fear?
Any what?
And did any abide in his fear?
Right.
And was forsaken?
Right.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's how you link the precepts up, man. Just kind of keep linking up. Keep going on that. One more verse on that, God.
Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
Right.
For the Lord is full of compassion.
One more time, King.
For the Lord is full of compassion.
Not destroying us in our wickedness.
For the Lord is full of compassion.
Allowing us to come back into this fold.
For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy and long suffering and very pitiful and forgiveness of sins.
Right.
And save us in time of affliction.
The Lord will save you in the time of affliction, but you gotta believe it. Right? You gotta believe it. How y'all doing today, family? Y'all believe in the Bible? Y'all believe in the Bible? We just speaking about the Bible and trying to show our people who they are according to the Bible. Y'all got a minute to hear the word?
We'll have one.
Can I ask you a question? What would you say? What did God call us in the Bible? What did God call our people in the Bible?
I don't know how can I explain.
You say you don't know how to explain it?
No.
You know, like as far as like a certain name that God called us. Did he call us Mexicans in the Bible or Latino? Did God ever call us that in the Bible? Have y'all seen that in the Bible?
I never seen it.
I hope y'all never seen that.
No, like
It's okay.
Say again.
I'm trying to speak slower. So the Bible, did God ever call us Mexican or Latino in the Bible? No, right? No. So we know that God made many different nations of people.
Yeah.
So what we're here to ask you guys are, what will you guys' nationality, or what did God call us according to the Bible? You understand what I'm saying? Did I speak too fast?
Yes, understand a little bit.
Oh, you understand a little bit? Okay. So I'm gonna try to speak slow. I know brothers get on me all the time, so I'm trying to speak fast. So we're gonna show you that God actually gave us a nationality according to the Bible. Can we show y'all that?
Yeah.
Say it.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. All praises. That area. But, hey, so we're gonna try to show y'all.
Thank you so much.
We just give them a flyer. It is what it is. Can we give y'all a flyer? You got a message? You want to keep this flyer? Okay. we can give them that one. Maybe they can kind of get it. But y'all would be Israelites.
Don't speak English, right?
Oh, yeah. Well, real quick, family. Can I show y'all real quick? One thing, family. So God called us the Israelites. You familiar with that? And God said that we are the Israelites because of the fact that these different curses and things that we went through, right? It's just a flyer. It's just a flyer.
See that?
You know, it's all right, family. Y'all be Israelites, look more into it.
Oh, that's right.
You know, I don't think they was too slacking on the English. But it is what it is. Oh, I can't say it. I'm a butcher. God. It is what it is. Let's go back to that, God. Oh, I was holding Hebrews 10. Can you hear me that? In Hebrews 10:28, Bible Kisha?
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 28. He that despised Moses' law died without mercy under 2 or 3 witnesses. Of how much sore punishment, suppose ye, shall he be through work.
That's right. 28, God. God. I believe that's what I want.
Hebrews 11:27. By faith he forsook Egypt, not fearing the wrath of the king. For he endured as seeing him who is invisible. Through faith he kept the Passover.
One more time. How y'all doing today, family? Y'all got a minute here, words of God? Come here, son. We talked to you before, brother. You don't remember us, brother? Both of y'all. You don't remember we talked to y'all, brothers? About being Israelites? Come here, son. Jesus is. Hey, yeah. It's a mighty shirt, man. It's a mighty shirt, man. You remember us talking to you, brother? Letting you know what your nationality is according to the Bible? What you say it is? What you say our nationality or our race is according to the Bible? So you got the Jesus is popping. You got to believe, right? African American? Can we find a word African American in the Bible? No? So, can't be African American. Yeah. All the Bible's going to say it's not going to have African American in it. But, brother, we the Israelites, brother.
Right.
You got to look into it, brother. You got to know who you are. You got the Jesus that's popping on. Hey, that's a mighty, you know. You know, we don't believe in that name, but we understand the concept of what you mean, you know. But nevertheless, we the Israelites. Why? Because God literally put us. Well, can we show you real quick? I know, you know, you got time to understand. Okay, get Deuteronomy 28 and verse number 1. All right, we're gonna try to show you real fast, brother. So, are you familiar with the Bible at all? What do you know about the Bible? You know who Moses is? Yeah. What did he do? Say it again.
I can't hear you, King.
Oh yeah, he split the Red Sea. Yeah, that's right. He split the Red Sea. Right. You know those people, the name of the group of people who he was with? Okay. So the name of the group of people who he was with was the Israelites. Right? So the Israelites are God's chosen people. Moses was the Israelite himself. He had to get his people up out of Egypt because they were slaves over there in bondage. So he had to literally bring them up out of that condition, right? And then once he brought them out of that condition, the Lord had to tell Moses to tell his people, hey, keep my laws and commandments and be above everybody. But if you don't keep them, just like I made this analogy earlier, we have parents, right? Now, if you had chores to do and you didn't do them, what was going to happen? Same way how God had it. God said you'll be blessed above everybody, but if you don't want to keep my laws and commandments, which was literally the main thing that was going to get you that blessing, you're going to have a consequence. And that consequence was going to be a curse, right? Obviously, we know curse is not a good thing, right? Always associated with something negative, right? So I'm going to read some of these curses because these curses was placed on the Israelites. So if they fit you, brother, you're going to be an Israelite too. You ain't going to be a black man or African American or a colored man. You're going to be an Israelite, right? So let's get that. Let's get Deuteronomy, right? Chapter 28 and verse number 45. Let me slack it. Let's go right to 54.
Deuteronomy 28, 54. So that the man that is tender among you.
So the curse that I'm reading to you is just the curse that was placed upon the Israelites. They should be identifying markers to help you understand, like, man, that is happening to my people. I must be an Israelite. All right, brother? What's your name? Malachi. Hey, that's mighty. Brother name Malachi, man. It's mighty. Okay, well, praise. Let's read this out, man.
So that the man that is tender among you and very delicate, his eye shall be evil towards his brothers.
So Malachi, the first one of the curses that would be placed upon the Israelites is they were going to have an evil eye towards each other, right? Black on black crime, right? Hey, all doing drive-bys on each other. That's what literally having an evil eye is. Because the opposite of that would be loving your brother, man. How you doing, man? You need something? You know, I stepped in your shoe, my bad. I get you a new pair. I'll wipe it off for you. That'd be the opposite of not having the evil eye, right? Keep going on this, please.
And towards the wife of his bosom, and towards the remnant of his children,
Right.
which he shall leave.
Even having single father household or single mother households, right? Most families is literally known that if you have both your mother and your father in your household, the child is have a better chance in life, man. Right? But having that one parent, whether it's the mother or the father, it decreases that by a lot, man. Right? So, but that's a curse placed upon our people. You don't hear that in the damn white man family. They always got the mother and father. Father probably never there, but hey, he around. Right? He made sure they in that mansion. You know, but with our people, it don't happen like that, man. Right? In the Chinese man family, hey, you don't hear about him not being there, but only in our family, in our race, man. Why is that? Because those are curses that was placed upon our people for not keeping God's commandments.
That's right.
You hear that, Malachi? That's a mighty name, man. Right? One of the prophets, man. Right? We gonna get another one for you. Let's get Deuteronomy 68.
God, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right. So remember, we just went over. I don't know if we went strictly into it, but the reason why Moses had to split the Red Sea and get his people out of that situation because they were slaves or in bondage over them. So that's why Moses had to get them out of that situation. So we're going to see the mode of transportation that they took out of Egypt. What mode of transportation you think they took? You think they took a boat? You think they took an airplane? You think they took a car? A horse? You think a horse? You said what, brother? An ark? Okay, all right. Let's do this out.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again,
Right.
with ships.
What?
With ships.
They went out in the ark or a ship. They went out in ships, brother. What people who you know, historically speaking, went on slavery on slave ships, brother? What race of people, brother? Was it the white man? Did the white man go on slavery on slave ships? What you could understand and remember, hey, it was only our people, brother. Right? So-called Mexicans and so-called black folk, man. Right? It was only our people who had these things happen because, remember, it was a curse placed by God. Right? Keep going on this, guy.
Come by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Right?
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right? We never seen our homeland. Is America our homeland? Is this our homeland? Damn, California. This because we was born here. Is this technically our homeland? This not where we descend from, brother. Right? Keep going, guy.
Come, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
When we got those slave ships, what race of people bought us? Who was doing the buying? Think about it, Malachi. What race of people, when we got those slave ships bound and handcuffed, what race of people was buying us? Caucasians. Yeah, brother. The Caucasians was the ones buying us, man.
See that?
Right? They was taking our women and the men and doing unforeseen things to them, man.
Unforeseen.
Right? Keep going, guys.
For bondmen
For slave men
and bondwomen,
and slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
Nobody was able to help us, brother. Right? Nobody redeemed us out of that. So Malachi, I don't know if this bear witness with the spirit, but these things happen to the Israelites. Will you say they happen to you and your people? Possible. Well, brother, you may be an Israelite, brother.
Right.
Right? If it's possible, hey, Jesus is popping on your shirt. Hey, Israelites should be popping too, man, because that's what we would be, brother. Remember, the thing that got us out from being God's chosen was not keeping his commandments, brother. You know any commandments? Any commandments? What's one commandment you know, brother? You know any, Malachi? Yeah, thou shalt not kill. That's right. All right, Malachi, real quick. Let's give you one more, brother. You say, got a question?
Brother, you Zuli right now?
Brother, you Zuli?
Zuli right now, huh?
Zuli?
Yeah.
Nah, drinking.
Yeah. You ain't off nothing?
Oh, heavy thinking. Yeah. Our people is be heavy laden, but hey, being heavy thinking and heavy burden, they gotta come to the Lord, brother. That's what we're here for. We're not just here talking for no reason in the rain.
Look, I had a personal relationship with him. I talked to him.
How you gonna have that, brother? Let's get John chapter 2. But there's no such thing as that, brother. The only way you can have that, brother, a personal relationship, you gotta be keeping his laws and his commandments to have that relationship. Right? So 1 John chapter 2 tells us how we're gonna have that true relationship with him. You got time? All right, Malachi, I know you probably got to go. Just remember, brother, you an Israelite, you got to keep God's commandments, brother. That's the most important thing in this world, brother. Not smoking crack, not damn getting high, none of that, brother. It's only literally coming back to the Lord.
That's right.
All right, Malachi. Right, say that man wasn't even.
1 Peter 5:8. Be sober.
Be what, King?
Be sober.
Right.
Be vigilant.
Right.
Because your adversary, the devil,
Right.
as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Hey, man, talking about he ain't zooted. Brother, you are zooted, brother. Don't make no sense, man. Let's go back to that in the Psalm. I think it was one. Oh, yeah, Hebrews. Damn, I was thinking of something else, too. Who's that? Crazy, God.
Who's that? First 25?
No, I think it's 12. What a 12. One more precept. Just can't remember it off the top of my head. Yeah, Con, that's what I want, Con.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 12.
It's like, how you doing, hey, brother? Hey, brother. Hey, brother. All right, ain't that cool till the Lord comes snatch that bike and put you in the water, brother. Bring it up.
Hebrews 12:28. Wherefore we receiving a kingdom.
Hey, it's like, and we look forward to that, man. Right. Hey, we don't know we part of that number, but that's what we labor and do all these things for the Lord, man. He's not doing it for ourselves, right? Keep going.
Which cannot be moved.
Right.
Let us have grace.
Hey, that's mighty though. When you think of that, he said we seek for that kingdom which cannot be moved, man. Right. Hey, it cannot be moved, man. So all this what we going through right now, hey, they can have what's going on right now, because in the future, it's not gonna be moved, man.
Right.
Keep going.
Let us have grace.
Let us have what?
Let us have grace.
Right.
Whereby we may serve God acceptably with reverence
Right.
and godly fear.
One more time, God.
Whereby we may serve God acceptably with reverence and godly fear.
Right.
For our God is a consuming fire.
Is a what?
For our God is a consuming fire.
Imagine that, man. This is a consuming fire, man. And so that's why we gotta be on fire, man. We ain't never be to the level of the Lord, but nevertheless, gotta serve the Lord with that godly reverence and fear, man. A little picture. You said a what? A little picture. Yeah, a little taste of it, man. Like the little ant, man, to the whole earth, man. That's how it is, man.
Yeah, God.
So,
Teach y'all.
hey, gotta get in this thing, man. So let me get let's hold another precept on my mind. Psalm chapter 45 from the top.
God, this is Psalms. Psalms 45 from the top. My heart is indicting. So like this is my heart is indicting a good manner. I speak of the things which I have touched.
Hold on, one more time.
My heart is indicting a good manner. I speak of the things which I have made touching the king. My tongue is a pen of a ready writer.
And there's one person. I gotta do that, family. Y'all got a minute to the words of God? Y'all believe in the Bible? Come here, the words. So we gonna show y'all what your nationality is according to the Bible, family. 1 minute for the Bible. Verse of the day, family. Verse of the day, family. Come on, man. All right, all praise. Read this out.
God, from the top, my heart is indicting a good manner. I speak of the things.
Hey, Slocky. That bell ain't never rang that long a day in my life,
It started like 10 minutes ago.
That thing over there. The pastor done got paid today. He done got paid today because that thing ain't never been. Hey, that thing ain't never went that long. I ain't gonna.
Hey, literally, I looked at my phone. It was 5:56. I was like, why is it going up?
God damn, that's crazy. I ain't never heard that long, King. Yeah, God. Keep going, God.
Thou art fairer than the children of men.
Right.
Grace is poured into thy lips.
Jump to verse 4, King.
Verse 4.
Right.
And in thy majesty, and in thy majesty,
Right.
ride prosperity,
Right.
because of truth and meekness,
Right.
and
And
righteousness.
this is touching on the same point, man, of that meekness, right, and that righteousness, man. Gotta be meek and righteous in these days, man. And to the best of our ability, man. Right? Because the Lord said our righteousness is a filthy rag, man. But nevertheless, to the best of our ability, man. Keep
Going good, King.
And thy right hand shall teach thee terrible things.
Right.
Thine arrows are sharp.
Thy what?
Thy arrows are sharp.
Right.
In the hearts of the king's enemies.
Right.
Whereby the people fall under thee.
What?
Whereby the people fall under thee. Thy throne, O God, is forever.
Hey, the throne of the Lord is gonna be forever. It's not Buddha. It's not goddamn Allah, right? Which we know what these things mean. Hey, none of these, they thrones not forever. They idols, man. Keep going, King.
Is forever
Right.
and ever. The spectre of thy kingdom is thy kingdom is a right scepter.
Right.
Thy love is righteousness and hatred.
Hold on, one more time.
Thy love is righteousness.
Hold on, one more time, King.
Thy love is righteousness
And hate is.
wickedness.
And the Lord hate wickedness, man.
right.
But he loves that righteousness, man.
That's
That's
right.
why all of this thing, you got meek, humble, these things are well pleasing in the eyes of the Lord, man.
right.
But that wickedness gonna get you cut off, man.
Right.
Whether it's now or whether it's you think you do all that evil right now, it's gonna catch up with you, man. But I can't say, hey, Lord ain't there with me. Hey, what they say, hey, I've been eating pork my whole life. Ain't nothing happened until you heard that it was wrong, and now you damn died on it, and you choked on the ham hock bone, man. Right?
What
Hey.
I said, I've been smoking all my life. I ain't got cancer yet.
See that? Hey, got cancer. Then the minute, it start forming, now you're in the doctor and all hell done broke loose. Right? You said what? Yeah, now you got a lump, man. Now you got a lump because you're playing with the Lord, man. Right? Give me the book of let me close up, man. Give me the book of Acts, man. Right? So it's like before Acts, give me 1 Timothy. Right? 1 Timothy, right? Chapter 1 and start at verse number 9.
Bring
it out.
What was it against like?
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 9.
This is 1 Timothy 1 and 9.
Right.
Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man,
Right?
but for the lawless
Right.
and disobedient,
Right, keep going.
for the ungodly and for the sinners, for the unholy and profane,
Right.
for murderers of fathers and murderers.
Right, and when you go into that, hey, we kind of know, hey, the Lord imparted us to know the law. So us coming and teaching to the next people, man, hey, they the ones who got to know. They the ones who damn still committing these wicked abominations, man.
Right.
They don't know it, man. Keep going, okay?
And murderers of mothers,
Right.
for manslayers.
You can jump to verse 12.
Verse 12.
Right.
And I thank Yahweh Shai.
Right, so, no, I was going to go through all that, but nevertheless, all these different things that we was going through, hey, this what it's all through before, man. Bring this out, King.
And I thank Yahweh Shai, our Lord,
Right.
who had enabled me.
Then what?
Who had enabled me.
Right.
For that he counted me faithful, putting me into the ministry.
Put us in the ministry, man. This what everything that we just went over, hey, that's all what this is for, about, man. He literally counted us faithful, putting us into the ministry. Keep going, King.
God, Slakia, who was before a blasphemer and a prosecutor
Right.
and indigenous, injurious, but I obtained mercy because I did ignorantly in unbelief.
Right.
And the grace of our Lord was exceedingly
Hold on, one more time, King.
and the grace of our Lord was exceedingly
One more time, God.
and the grace of our Lord was exceedingly.
The grace of the Lord, and that's what we've been talking about all day, man. The grace and the mercy of the Lord is literally infinite, man.
That's right.
Right? So we gotta do what we gotta do. Hey, keep the law, statutes, and commandments. Hey, have that meekness. Hey, be sincere, man. Somebody's don't be sincere, man. They just do it when brothers around, man. The brother around, let me throw my ZZ on my fringes. Whole time you ain't, hey, you been outside just doing what you want to do. Hey, commit adultery and say, brother around, you turn around for the sister know who I am, man. Lord forbid, man. The Lord gonna get up with you, man. It's the whole end all be all, man. Bring this out of Acts, all right, Bible.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 28, verse 31.
Bring it out.
Preaching the kingdom of Yahweh and teaching those things which concerneth the Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach with all confidence. With all confidence.
There's a lot of them over there.
With all confidence.
That's your man, right?
With all confidence. No man forbidding him.
Give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai. Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.
Kwame Yashala.